A look there at M&T Bank Stadium, just off the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, a good battle in the AFC North. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So the Ravens will come out. They are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
I'm not sure there's a more exciting player to watch, regardless of position, than Lamar Jackson. I mean, we've gotten to see him play in person numerous times throughout his career, Mike, and you just marvel not only at the athleticism, the playmaking, but his development as a true NFL pocket passer is quite remarkable. So he's an MVP caliber player. He's always going to be that. The next step for him, how does he continue to bring that regular season success that has led to 2 MVPs? How does he bring that into the postseason?
Just a yard on first down. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
Jaylen Warren. He's inside the 30. And he is gone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That was some kind of run, Greg. We saw him break a tackle and then use his elusiveness to get to the end zone for the score.
Mike, for me, it's all watching his feet. I mean, look at him work. His ability to make guys miss in the open field is special. And I'll tell you what, that play, that was something to watch.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens, nothing.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. In motion goes Likely. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
2nd down, Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Steelers' offense and their running back, Jaylen Warren, set to take over once more. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to be taken down, but it's a quick change situation. He has set his offense up with 1st and goal.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake, and you're not going to get away with it at this level.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's in! Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Ravens. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. Ball time, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. From the gun, Rodgers. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
He'll find his big target, Pat Fryermuth. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 38 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Rodgers on first down. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. It's second down.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And third down coming up. To the air once more, it's Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive.
For the field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 29, here's second and 6. On the handoff, it's Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Steelers offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and less than a yard. On play action, Rodgers. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Metcalf with the grab. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On 4th down, Steelers send out Corliss Waitman to punt. Bajante Wester deep for Baltimore. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll send Flowers in motion. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Offense. Still 2nd down.
On the give, here's Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains, and there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down, and 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
Steelers offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those 2 things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
Metcalf makes the grab again. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Two minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And the Steelers are going to have it 1st and goal. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
4 yards.
Now the Ravens use their 1st timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
The 8-yard line.
Rodgers going up top again. This one caught at the 4. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Ball at the 3, second down and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. Forced out wide. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Talk things over before third down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will get out in front 17-7. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Here comes Hill on the return. Whoa! And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath, focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Jackson up top again. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raven first down.
38-yard line.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Williams on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers offense and their running back, Jalen Warren, set to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
First down for Aaron. Right back to Wilson. He's got it again. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Warren. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
Steelers first down.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for 3rd down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case,
that's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens will take over at their own 14-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Jackson. A quick slant to Flowers. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore first down.
26-yard line.
On the option, they give it to Henry. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
50-yard line.
In motion goes Likely. They'll run it on first down with Henry. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Jackson looking to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. They'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Brings up second and 9 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is second down and 9. They'll send Flowers in motion. Second down, Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on first and second down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
So on is Tyler Loop in a big spot. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On the handoff, this is Warren. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's out wide to Warren. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. Here's Gainwell. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Warren. He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
Pittsburgh.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Warren. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. The master of play action, Rodgers. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good. And the Steelers move out to a 24-10 lead.
Ravens 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 24-yard line.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So here comes 3rd and 5. Jackson now. He'll try to run for it. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. In motion comes Andrews. 3rd and short, Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. It fought till the end, but still will come up short.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.